Welcome back, nature lovers. Today we are exploring the world's most bizarre plants, starting with the legendary Rafflesia. Deep in the ancient rainforests of Southeast Asia, a truly mysterious organism lives a completely hidden life. This plant spends almost its entire existence completely invisible to the human eye, buried inside its host. It has no leaves, no stems, and no normal roots above the ground to gather sunlight or nutrients. For many months, it exists solely as microscopic threads winding silently inside the woody vines of the jungle. It survives by stealing water and vital nutrients directly from its host, never looking like a plant at all. Without chlorophyll, it cannot produce its own food, relying entirely on its host for survival. Then, almost overnight, a massive bud pushes through the bark of the host vine and begins to expand. The flower can grow wider than a car tire, featuring 5 thick, fleshy petals covered in distinct pale warts. At its center is a deep, cavernous well lined with spike-like structures called processes, looking almost alien. But the most fascinating aspect of this giant flower is not its size, but its bizarre survival strategy. To reproduce, the Rafflesia releases a powerful stench that mimics the smell of rotting meat. This terrible odor attracts carrion flies, which crawl inside the chamber and inadvertently carry pollen to other flowers. Next, we travel to the island of Sumatra to meet another giant of the plant kingdom, the corpse flower. In the warm, humid equatorial forests, this incredible plant prepares for its rare and dramatic appearance. Underneath the soil, the plant exists as a massive, heavy tuber called a corm, which stores energy. For several years, the corm silently gathers nutrients, growing larger and heavier beneath the forest floor. During this vegetative stage, it produces only a single, tree-like leaf that absorbs sunlight to feed the underground corm. Once enough energy is stored, the leaf dies back, and a giant, spear-like bud begins to shoot upward. This bud grows at an astonishing rate, eventually standing taller than an average human before it opens. When it finally blooms, it reveals a magnificent, ruffled dark purple collar surrounding a giant central spike. Though it looks like one giant flower, it is actually an inflorescence, containing thousands of tiny male and female flowers. Remarkably, the central column heats up to human body temperature, acting like a chimney to spread its scent. This self-generated heat helps volatilize the sulfurous compounds, sending the smell far into the surrounding jungle. The resulting stench is incredibly foul, resembling rotting meat, which has earned it the name corpse flower. This scent attracts flesh-eating beetles and sweat bees, which mistake the plant for a carcass to lay eggs. By tricking these insects with heat and smell, the plant ensures its flowers are cross-pollinated. The spectacular bloom lasts for only 24 to 48 hours before collapsing, making it a truly rare event. Now, let us travel to the arid regions of Africa to find the bizarre and subterranean Hydnora. In these harsh, dry environments, this plant lives almost entirely underground, hidden from the sun. It only reveals itself when its strange, fleshy flower breaks through the dry crust of the earth. This unusual parasite is native to the semi-arid regions of southern and eastern Africa. The plant has no leaves or chlorophyll, existing as a network of thick, dark roots beneath the sand. It attaches itself to the roots of nearby succulent shrubs, stealing all its water and nutrients. Because it steals everything from its host, it has no need for green leaves or photosynthesis. The flower itself is thick, woody, and looks more like a strange fungus or an animal's mouth. The 3 fleshy lobes open slowly, revealing a bright, contrasting interior lined with downward-pointing hairs. The colors blend from a rough, dirt-brown exterior to a vibrant, fleshy pink and orange inside. To the untrained eye, it looks like a decaying piece of wood or a strange desert creature. Its pollination method is just as bizarre as its appearance, involving temporary imprisonment. The flower emits a strong smell of feces, attracting dung beetles and carrion beetles looking for food. Once the beetles crawl inside, the fleshy lobes keep them trapped for several days to ensure pollination. Finally, the flower fully opens, releasing the pollen-covered beetles to find another Hydnora. Next, we visit the ancient Namib Desert to witness the incredible survival of the Welwitschia. In one of the oldest and driest deserts on Earth, this plant has survived for millions of years. It looks like a pile of tangled, dry ribbons, but it is actually a highly specialized gymnosperm. Throughout its entire life, the plant produces only 2 leaves, which grow continuously from a woody base. Over time, the harsh desert winds tear the leaves into long, strap-like strips, making it look like many leaves. The shredded leaves accumulate around the plant, protecting the sensitive soil and roots beneath from the heat. Some of these individual plants are estimated to be over 1,500 years old. They endure extreme temperatures and years of complete drought without ever losing their 2 leaves. Its low profile keeps it safe from the abrasive, sand-laden winds that sweep across the desert. Its secret to surviving in a land with almost no rain lies in a very unique water collection system. It possesses a long, deep taproot that accesses moisture hidden deep beneath the desert floor. Additionally, its leaves absorb moisture directly from the heavy coastal fogs that roll in from the ocean. It produces male and female cones on separate plants, relying on wind and insects for pollination. Now, we climb the misty mountains of Borneo to find the carnivorous giant pitcher plant. In these cool, nutrient-poor mountain environments, plants must find alternative ways to feed themselves. The giant pitcher plant has evolved leaves that function as highly efficient, water-filled traps. These pitchers are modified leaves, complete with a lid to prevent heavy rain from diluting the trap. The rim of the pitcher is extremely slippery and coated with nectar to lure unsuspecting insects. Inside, the pitcher contains a pool of highly acidic digestive enzymes that quickly break down prey. Insects attracted to the nectar lose their footing on the slippery rim and drown in the fluid below. Surprisingly, some small mammals, like tree shrews, visit the pitchers to feed on the sweet nectar. In return, the shrews defecate into the pitchers, providing the plant with valuable nitrogen. This unique relationship helps the plant survive in soils that are almost completely devoid of nutrients. The largest species, Nepenthes raja, can hold up to 3 liters of water and occasionally trap small vertebrates. While insects are its main prey, frogs, lizards, and even small rats have been found inside these massive traps. This carnivorous lifestyle gives the plant a massive advantage in the competitive, nutrient-poor highlands. It is a stunning example of how evolution can transform a simple leaf into a complex predatory tool. Next, we head to the shaded forests of North America to find the creepy doll's eyes plant. In the quiet understory of these eastern forests, a very unsettling fruit appears in late summer. The plant produces clusters of white, glossy berries that look exactly like tiny, staring eyeballs. These berries sit on thick, bright red stalks, creating a stark and highly unusual color contrast. The dark spot on each berry is actually a scar left behind by the flower's stigma, resembling a pupil. This striking, creepy appearance makes the plant instantly recognizable to hikers and foragers. Before fruiting, the plant features clusters of small, white flowers that appear quite ordinary. But do not let its curiosity fool you, this plant carries a deadly secret. The entire plant, especially the berries, is highly toxic and contains powerful cardiogenic toxins. Ingesting the berries can lead to immediate cardiac arrest and death by paralyzing the heart muscle. Interestingly, birds are completely immune to the toxins and eat the berries to help disperse the seeds. For humans and other mammals, however, even a small amount can be fatal, keeping herbivores away. It does not need sharp thorns or bad odors to protect itself from being eaten. Its silent, chemical defense is perfectly hidden inside these beautiful, yet creepy, white berries. Now, we journey back to the tropical jungles of Asia to find the mysterious batflower. In the deep, shaded forest floor where little light penetrates, this plant blooms in near total darkness. The flower is a deep, velvety purple-black, resembling a bat in full flight. Its dark color is incredibly rare in the plant world, where bright colors are usually favored. 2 large, wing-like bracts spread out from the sides, completing the bat-like silhouette. Long, thread-like whiskers, or bracteoles, hang down from the center, reaching up to a foot in length. These whiskers sway gently in the forest breeze, giving the plant an almost lifelike, animal appearance. At the center of the display are the true flowers, which are small, round, and dark purple. This gothic appearance has made it a highly prized specimen for collectors around the world. Despite its spooky look, it is a delicate plant that requires high humidity and warm temperatures to thrive. The dark colors and whiskers are thought to attract gnats and flies that pollinate the flowers. It grows from a thick underground rhizome, which stores nutrients during the cooler seasons. In the wild, it is found in the damp, shaded valleys of southern China and Southeast Asia. It remains one of the most visually striking and mysterious flowers in the tropical rainforest. Finally, we travel to the isolated island of Socotra to see the legendary dragon blood tree. On this remote island, the landscape looks like another planet, dominated by these ancient trees. The tree is famous for its unique, mushroom-like shape, which is a perfect adaptation for desert survival. Its thick, sturdy trunk rises from the dry, rocky ground, branching out only at the very top. The dense, tightly packed branches form a perfect umbrella that shades the roots and reduces evaporation. Its stiff, sword-like leaves grow only at the tips of the branches, pointing upward to catch moisture. This unique shape allows the tree to capture moisture from morning mists, which drips down to the roots. By shading its own root system, the tree can survive in areas with almost no annual rainfall. But its most famous feature is the thick, blood-red resin that bleeds from the trunk when cut. This red resin, known as dragon's blood, has been used for centuries as a medicine, dye, and varnish. In ancient times, it was highly valued in Rome and Greece for its supposed magical and healing properties. For the tree, the resin acts as a natural scab, sealing wounds to prevent infection and water loss. It is a living relic of an ancient forest, surviving in one of the most isolated places on Earth. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the world's most bizarre plants. Nature never ceases to amaze. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more incredible nature adventures. See you next time.